solved problems. Income statement, statement of retained earnings, and balance sheet. Problem. Global Service Company was organized on April 1, 2015. The company prepared quarterly financial statements. The adjusted trial balance at June 30, 2015 is given below. Debits, credits. On the debit side, cash, debit 5,190, accounts receivable 480, prepaid rent 720, supplies 920, equipment 12,000, dividends 500, salaries and wages expense 7,400, rent expense 1,200, depreciation expense 700, supplies expense 160, utilities expense 350, interest expense 40, total debits 29,660. On the credit side, accumulated depreciation 700, notes payable 4,000, accounts payable 790, salaries and wages payable 300, interest payable 10, unearned rent income 400, share capital ordinary 11,200, service revenue 11,360, rent revenue 900, total credits 29,660, total debits 29,660. A. Prepare an income statement for the quarter April 1 to June 30. B. Prepare statement of retained earnings. C. Prepare a balance sheet with proper headings. Solution. In the books of Global Service Company, income statement for the quarter ended 30th June 2015. Expenses amount, income amount. On the income side, service revenue 11,360. On the income side, rent revenue 900. Total income 12,260. On the expense side, supplies 160. On the expense side, dividends 500. On the expense side, salaries and wages 7,400. On the expense side, rent expense 1,200. On the debit side, depreciation 700. On the expense side, utilities 350. On the expense side, interest expense 40. When we balance the account, there is a difference of 1,910. It is retained earnings. Total expenses including retained earnings is 12,260. Total income is 12,260. In the books of Global Service Company, statement of retained earnings 30th June 2015, particulars amount. Service revenue 11,360. Rent revenue 900 rupees. Total revenue 12,260. Less expenses, supplies 160. Dividends 500. Salaries and wages 7,400. Rent 1,200. Depreciation 700. Utilities 350. Interest expense 40. Total expenses 10,350. Retained earnings 1,910. In the books of Global Service Company balance sheet as on 30th June 2015, assets amount, liabilities amount. On the asset side, current assets, cash 5,190. Accounts receivable 480. Prepaid rent 720. Supplies 920. Total current assets 7,310. Fixed assets, equipment 12,000. Less accumulated depreciation on equipment minus 700. Net equipment 11,300. Total assets 18,610. On the liabilities side, current liabilities, notes payable 4,000. Accounts payable 790. Salaries and wages payable 300. Interest payable 10. Unearned rent revenue 400. Total current liabilities 5,500. Share capital 11,200. Retained earnings 1,910. Total liabilities 18,610. Total assets 18,610. Recap. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel Accounts Lobby for various solved problems and lectures on accountancy.